So, how are you going to sell yourself? Well, you need a short, focused statement. Got to make it interesting. Keep it short and relevant. If it's too long, then it's not very interesting. And of course, you must emphasize your strengths and achievements. Don't lie, but don't forget to really sell yourself. Show that you are good. Don't miss out any of your strengths and achievements. And don't forget to show your real personality. Of course, you need to sound confident. And you do this by practice. Today we're going to do a lot of practice. Today you're all going to practice your self-introduction at least 6 times, maybe as many times as 10 times. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to prepare, but then you're going to practice with different people. You're going to sell yourself to a lot of different people today. Practice makes perfect. And while you're practicing, give yourself the chance to experiment and vary your tone. When you have a real job interview, you don't really want to experiment. The more job interviews you have, the better you become. But practice in this situation, you can practice your tone. You can practice sounding aggressive. You can practice sounding soft, gentle. What is comfortable for you? Experiment. In your self-introduction, there are some things interviewer really does not want to know. In some countries, these are illegal. In America and Britain, it is illegal for them to ask you, are you married? Or do you have children? It's not appropriate. What you can include basic information such as your hometown or country, and of course you do need to include your personal attributes. Not a problem to say that you come from Taipei, Taiwan. It only takes a few seconds, but stay off personal information such as I'm divorced or I'm married, I have 3 children. This is not okay. And of course, you need to include your education, either the latest obtained or the major field if relevant to the job objective. For most of you, you'll be talking about your latest degree. The highest degree generally is what they want to know about, the last thing that you've been doing. In some cases, you may have a kind of career switch, in which case it may not be appropriate to talk about the last thing that you've been doing. Maybe something is more relevant. But in 99% of cases here, you will be talking about what you've been doing for the last year or the last 2 years. Which brings us to the early career and life experiences. Don't talk about elementary school. Don't talk about kindergarten or bushiban or things from a long, long time ago. Don't even talk about part-time job in 7-Eleven unless you make it relevant. If you make it relevant, then you can include it. But again, if it was only for 2 weeks and it was 6 years ago, I think you should forget about it. So the key here is just stay relevant. Focus on the job. Focus on what the interviewer is looking for, what the company is looking for. Here, could I tell you a little about myself? Sometimes an interviewer may not ask you this question. 9 times out of 10, they will ask you this question. It's normal, it's natural. But sometimes an interviewer won't. for whatever reason. Maybe they don't want to ask it, or maybe they're not prepared. In any case, this is something that you can prepare. You can actually offer to tell the interviewer something about yourself. This is a chance for you to dictate the interview. You have control in this part. Usually the interviewer asks you questions and you respond. Here, you have freedom to choose how to sell yourself. The interviewer is not going to interrupt you in this question. So this is a chance for you to tell the interviewer without the interviewer telling you how to answer the question. So this really is a golden opportunity to sell yourself.